Sure. So I think if I got the last question right, was where's any technology currently? And the first question was I was a little lost. So maybe.
Oh, all right. So, thank you for your comment first. No. So it's a genre basically, right? An infinite runner genre. If you see Temple Run is one kind of a game where you have this lane. በአማርኛ ይሻላል by the way. Alright. So አንድ ቀጥታ መስመር ላይ ትሮጣለህ, right? And you actually run and there are challenges. So that's basically a genre. There are many types of genres. Arcade አለ, የarcade type of genre እና Kukulu ላይ the biggest thing that we wanted to do is we wanted to go with the infinite runner genre. The infinite runner genre has many advantages that you can actually use. It gives you a lot of ways to optimize the game economy, have currency in there, have a lot of things going on. But not the biggest original things that we actually added was, apart from of course the environment, the graphics and everything, አንደኛ ነገር it has a story that you actually go through. That was the biggest thing that I hated about those games in Temple Run and Subway Surfers. After 3 months of playing them, I hate myself when I find myself playing them. And it's really not going anywhere. Second thing is we added a lot of special things that you can actually do in the game. If you see Ahalam Saleh, there's things that you throw to break things. There's things that you use to summon thunder and break everything around you. This wormhole that takes you to an underground, some Aksum style, some underground gold bota something. This gameplay where you actually get so there are a lot of things that we wanted to add that's not existent in እስካሁን ያየናቸው infinite runner genre ውስጥ የለም. The most power ups or magnets, speed rush የሚያደርገው ነገር, and maybe something that lets you break things, a shield. So we wanted to make it more fun. So we wanted to make it more engaging. So you have the power to actually do something in the game. It's not just you want to power up tagenyalan. You actually use it whenever you want to. So you store them, and you choose that. And now you have to think on about which one I want to get on this level. This level, it may have a lot of things that I want to break. It may have a lot of things that I want to burn. And that thing, we actually wanted to perfect it, I guess. So it would be, I would say its originality is in making the infinite genre better than it is currently. Right? So for the second question, we're working on more games. We want more people to join us. We're trying to actually actively recruit a lot of people from programming, from artistic genre fields and stuff. And we're scaling up. We're looking for we're currently getting a good investment. So we have this dream of creating this amazing gaming studio, right? Something that you usually see in Western countries. We want to build the next big games. And the gaming industry is something that we have proved to be successful in this country. We want to know if it can actually be successful in Africa as well. We know it's successful in the world. So we're basically the pioneers. We want to be there, going strong, making the biggest games, and being the biggest gaming company in the continent. Right?
Pretty great. Another question. This was more of a great idea than a question. So for those of you who haven't heard, he was talking about that genre of building villages or cities, because I don't know if you play Clash of Clans, where you have to build cities, right? So we have that culture of building villages all around us. So it's a great idea to add to your game. All right. Are we good for one more question? All right. One last question. Who's the lucky one?
Yes, we actually do find inspiration from other African gaming companies. So there's this game called Legend of I forgot the name, but it's basically African ethnicity involved or based game that revolves. It's kind of an RPG, and it's very African, and it's very beautiful, and it's one of the most amazing games out there. But the problem with the African gaming industry, including ours, is we have not been successful yet. I have yet to hear of an African gaming company that is making millions of dollars a year. And that is the problem that we want to actually solve. And the good thing about this is, I guess the silver lining is a lot of gaming experts in Africa are actually collaborating. So if you take Kukulu, for example, the first part, the modeling, was actually done in South Africa. We actually tried to go to Kenya and a company in Kenya and Ghana, and we actually tried to collaborate with them. So the collaborative spirit is there, and a lot of game cons are actually there. So people are coming together. I'm in this African game developers group, and you actually see a lot of people excited to actually contribute to the group as well. So that culture is there, and that collaboration is growing. So I definitely see a future in these types of collaborations. On the second aspect, so basically first, you're not too old, by the way. The average gamer in the world is 40 years old, and the average gamer on Kukulu is 30 years old. So from what we have been able to prove so far, it seems like a lot of people are actually play games throughout their adult lives. And when it comes to games, the fact that it's a video game made it more interesting, but games are naturally what we do, basically. So this is something that's intrinsic. We play, right? Call it football, call it mancala or gabeta, and forget humans, animals play. If you give a furball to a cat, she will definitely enjoy playing. So it's something that is actually natural and something that's actually helpful on its own. Kids who actually play games, of course, if it's done at the right amount, are more agile. They think fast. They actually react fast to situations. It gets them thinking. There are a lot of genres, puzzle games, that actually make you think for a long period of time to actually solve it. And that's actually really good in terms of helping you you keep your brain active, right? There are games like chess, for example, right? That is one of the biggest games that everybody plays. So when it comes to video games, what we want to do is keep it engaging and keep it not keep it dull, right? So that you don't run around breaking things all day. That would definitely not help you be smarter, right? But then again, on the other side, gaming would be the perfect way to actually introduce these types of social values to kids as well, because they're more attracted to games. And that's how the concept of gamification came as well. So games are very interesting. People love them. Why not bring the concept in games and put them in actual work environments where people can enjoy doing what they do? So the concept of gamification is a proof that gaming is something that is very powerful to actually deliver this kind of content. So educational or societal impact values can be in games. For example, you can teach social awareness. You can teach you can teach kids about the environment, how to preserve things, recycling. There are a lot of things that we're actually currently partnering with a company in the US, and it's called Good World Games, and that's basically what they do. They made games that make the world a better place, generally speaking. So I would say gaming it's one of the most powerful platforms to actually educate and give value, this types of values to people, be it adults or kids or anyone really.
That's pretty great. I bet you won't feel bad from here on when you're playing games, because it's powerful. Let's just keep it at that. And it was interesting statistics that you told us too. Thank you so much, Dawit, for coming here.
Thank you very much.